Have you ever had a dream so vivid it felt more real than waking life? A place where time bends, forgotten faces return, and an unexplainable knowing lingers upon waking? What if your consciousness isn't just producing random images, but actually traveling somewhere else? Ancient traditions whispered that sleep is not just rest, it is a gateway. Egyptian priests believed dreams were divine messages. Tibetan monks trained in dream yoga to explore hidden dimensions. Mystics across cultures spoke of the soul departing the body each night only to return at dawn. But where exactly does it go? And if consciousness is not bound to the physical, could it mean our reality is far more fluid than we've been led to believe? Tonight we pull back the veil. In this video, we will reveal the forgotten wisdom behind sleep and consciousness, the science, the esoteric teachings, and the techniques that allow you to remember and even control your journeys beyond the body. You'll discover how your emotions dictate the landscapes you visit, why some dreams feel more like memories than imagination, and how hidden forces shape your nighttime experiences. But be warned, what you uncover may change the way you see reality itself. From the dawn of civilization, humans have been mesmerized by the landscape of sleep. Ancient Egyptians meticulously documented dreams in hieroglyphic texts, believing them to be sacred messages from the gods. In these writings, pharaohs and high priests sought prophetic guidance through dream oracles, convinced that nightly visions offered glimpses into realms beyond mortal comprehension. Farther east, in the sacred scriptures of India's Upanishads, the dream state was described as a bridge between the waking world and the true self, an inner dimension not bound by physical constraints. Meanwhile, the Greeks constructed temples dedicated to healing and dream incubation, where pilgrims slept in hopes of receiving divine revelations. Even Aristotle pondered whether the mind wandered freely when the body slumbered, hinting that consciousness might not be strictly tethered to physical form. Yet over time, this ancient reverence for the dream world was overshadowed by the scientific revolution. As empirical thinking took center stage, everything unmeasurable or intangible, like astral travel or multidimensional experiences, was dismissed as folklore. This shift stifled centuries of esoteric knowledge, relegating entire libraries of wisdom to footnotes in history. Despite modern neuroscience confirming that the brain is remarkably active in dream states, many remain unaware of the deeper, more transformative aspects of sleep once venerated by our ancestors. Mystical traditions around the globe, from Tibetan Buddhism to Sufi mysticism, have always insisted that dreams are not mere illusions, they are keys. These paths teach that a dream's environment can reflect parallel states of being, where personal emotions shape entire landscapes. The line between self and universe blurs in these ancient teachings, implying that our consciousness could be tapping into an interconnected field of reality each time we drift off. Still, such ideas were considered radical for centuries, hidden away in dusty manuscripts and esoteric circles. Many who practiced dream exploration or astral travel kept their experiences secret, fearing ridicule or persecution. Today, however, as science inches closer to understanding altered states of consciousness, we are witnessing a reawakening of interest in this veiled dimension, a recognition that perhaps our ancestors were custodians of precious truths all along. When we fall asleep, the physical body appears motionless, yet something else remains alert, an intangible awareness that slips through the boundaries of ordinary perception. This is why many cultures liken sleep to a nightly journey of the soul, insisting that our consciousness doesn't simply shut off, but instead shifts into a subtler mode of existence. Modern science recognizes different stages of sleep: light dozing, deeper states of rest, and REM, rapid eye movement, where dreams are most vivid. During REM, your brainwaves resemble those observed in deep meditation, hinting that consciousness can operate beyond typical constraints. It's in this dream-rich phase that many report surreal encounters, flying through endless skies, reliving lost memories, or even conversing with entities who feel inexplicably real. What if dreams aren't just random images? Indigenous shamans taught that the dream realm is woven from our emotional and energetic threads, making it a reflection of both our inner world and broader cosmic energies. This perspective suggests that emotion isn't merely background noise, it's the very substance shaping dream environments. Slip into sleep with unresolved fear, and you may wander through chaotic landscapes. Fall asleep with a clear intention or elevated emotion, and you might find yourself in luminous realms filled with profound insight. Some esoteric schools go further, claiming that a portion of our consciousness literally detaches from the body, traversing planes where time bends and space is fluid. While traditional science is hesitant to affirm such out-of-body experiences, research from pioneering figures like Robert Monroe offers compelling anecdotes of people accurately describing distant locations they've never visited physically. These puzzling reports fuel a lingering question. Does consciousness have the ability to exist independently of the brain? No single perspective holds the entire truth, but a tapestry begins to form, one in which sleep is not merely rest, but a threshold. Whether you view it through neuroscience, shamanic tradition, or personal experience, the suggestion is clear. There is far more to our nights than meets the eye. And in acknowledging this, we step closer to understanding the profound dimensions that awaken when our eyes finally close. It's one thing to suggest that dreams can be meaningful, but it's another to claim they might grant us access to dimensions beyond our physical reality. Yet, this is precisely what numerous spiritual and esoteric texts propose. They speak of astral projection, a phenomenon where the dreamer becomes consciously aware that they've slipped free from the body. Critics often dismiss such accounts as hallucinatory, but the sheer volume of first-hand experiences, from ancient yogis to modern-day explorers, suggests there is more to the story than mere fantasy. A common misconception is that these out-of-body encounters are purely escapist, or revolve solely around fantastical travel. In truth, many who've ventured into these states describe encountering higher-level guides or deceased loved ones, and sometimes receiving verifiable information that challenges our usual ideas about space and time. It raises a paradoxical question. If consciousness can exist independently of the brain during sleep, what does that say about the true nature of our reality? Quantum physics offers an intriguing, if not fully accepted, framework. Some interpretations imply that consciousness might be non-local, capable of influencing or perceiving events beyond our standard three-dimensional confines. Although mainstream science remains cautious, pioneers like Dr. Charles Tart have conducted experiments hinting at the mind's ability to reach beyond physical boundaries. These findings resonate with stories of shared or mutual dreams, wherein two people describe meeting in the same dream landscape and recall matching details upon waking. Another point often overlooked is the interplay between biology and spirituality. For instance, the pineal gland, sometimes called the third eye, releases chemicals like DMT associated with altered states of consciousness. Cultures worldwide have regarded this gland as a key to transcendent experiences, suggesting that sleep may trigger biochemical doorways into realms ordinarily unseen. Of course, skeptics argue we're simply weaving imaginary narratives to make sense of subconscious processes. Yet even the staunchest critics can't fully explain why some dreams, astral experiences, or near-death encounters convey precise details or lasting transformation. This lingering mystery hints that the truth doesn't lie strictly within scientific orthodoxy or age-old mysticism, but somewhere in the fusion of both. And in embracing both perspectives, we begin to see that our nightly adventures might be nudging us to explore the vastness of consciousness, hinting that the boundaries we accept in waking life could be far more flexible than we ever dared to imagine. There's a wealth of techniques to help you harness the hidden power of sleep, beginning with one deceptively simple habit: dream journaling. Keep a notebook or recording device at your bedside, and the moment you awaken, even if it's in the middle of the night, document everything you remember. No detail is too trivial. Over time, this practice sensitizes your mind to retain dream imagery, creating a channel for deeper recall and clearer insight. Before drifting off, set a clear intention. Whisper a personal mantra or affirmation like, "Tonight I will explore the unseen realms and remember every detail upon waking." This statement acts as a guidepost for your subconscious, directing your awareness toward more meaningful dream experiences. If you seek specific answers, whether they concern relationships, life purpose, or spiritual growth, formulate your questions and repeat them gently in your mind as you relax. Another powerful method is energy alignment before sleep. For some, this might include a short meditation, focusing on the breath until the day's tensions subside. Others prefer visualizing a sphere of light surrounding their body, affirming safety and protection as they enter the dream world. For those attuned to certain spiritual traditions, chanting or prayer can help elevate your vibration, reducing the likelihood of restless or fear-based dreams. If you're curious about experiencing lucidity or astral projection, practice reality checks during the day. Glance at a digital clock twice in quick succession, or examine your hands and ask, "Am I dreaming?" Eventually, this habit seeps into your dream state, sparking that critical moment of realization. I'm asleep, but I'm aware. Once lucid, you can guide the dream environment, invoke specific insights, or request contact with spiritual guides. Of course, obstacles arise, nightmares, forgetfulness, or skepticism from others. To counter fear, ground yourself in the knowledge that you are an active co-creator of your dream space. If nightmares persist, adopt calming evening routines, avoid heavy meals, dim your screens, and give yourself at least a few minutes of silence before bed. Consistency is key. Transforming your sleep into a sacred practice won't happen overnight. Yet, with dedication, you'll discover that sleep is far more than a mundane necessity. It's a nightly voyage through hidden gateways, offering both self-discovery and a profound glimpse into the boundless capacities of your consciousness. Sleep isn't just a biological need, it's a nightly pilgrimage into the unknown. From our earliest civilizations to cutting-edge research today, countless voices have pointed to a hidden truth. Your consciousness does not simply go dark each evening. Instead, it steps into realms rich with symbolism, emotional alchemy, and even portals to realities beyond the physical. Whether you dream vividly, dabble in lucid travels, or remain convinced that you simply blink out until morning, the potential for awe-inspiring discovery lies just beneath your eyelids. By paying attention to your emotional state, setting intentions, and maintaining consistent dream habits, like journaling or energy alignment, you can begin unlocking the vast repertoire of knowledge your subconscious holds. Nightmares transform into lessons, intuitive ideas spark solutions, and astral encounters offer glimpses of spiritual truths that may reshape your understanding of life itself. Ultimately, the power rests in your hands. You can choose to drift into slumber passively, or you can treat sleep as a dynamic frontier of self-exploration. As the ancient teachings remind us, the line between waking and dreaming is far thinner than we think. So tonight, when you close your eyes, ask yourself, what worlds do I wish to enter, and what wisdom am I prepared to receive? Embrace this question and let it guide your journey. If this exploration intrigues you, share your own dream experiences or questions in the comments and join our community of seekers as we continue to dive deeper into the mysteries of consciousness, both within and beyond the confines of sleep.